Harga emas antam hari ini naik sangat tinggi dan kembali menembus level 3 juta rupiah per gramnya. Harga emas antam 24 karat naik Rp68.000 per gram menjadi Rp3.012.000 per gramnya. Jika ditarik dalam sepekan terakhir, harga emas antam bergerak di rentang Rp2.878.000 hingga Rp3.012.000 per gramnya. Sementara dalam sebulan terakhir, harga emas antam berada di rentang Rp2.790.000 hingga Rp3.168.000 per gramnya. Pengamat komoditas Ibrahim Aswaibi mengatakan salah satu penyebab kenaikan harga emas adalah faktor geopolitik di Timur Tengah dan Amerika Serikat.
Geopolitik di Timur Tengah ini lagi-lagi Trump mengancam Iran apabila dalam pertemuan tentang masalah reaktor nuklir belum ada kepastian. Dalam waktu 10-15 hari, Amerika dan Israel akan melakukan penyerangan terhadap Iran. Nah, Iran pun juga menyambut dengan baik. Kalau seandainya Amerika dan Israel menyerang Iran, Iran akan meratakan 20.000 pasukan Amerika yang ada di Timur Tengah. Nah, ini cukup luar biasa. Di sisi lain pun juga Selat Hormuz sudah sebagian ditutup. Tujuannya agar apa? Agar lalu lintas internasional melalui laut ini sedikit terhambat.
Faktor lainnya adalah keputusan Mahkamah Agung Amerika Serikat soal tarif besar-besaran yang diberlakukan oleh Presiden Amerika Donald Trump berdasarkan undang-undang dan dimaksudkan untuk keadaan darurat nasional yang merupakan hal yang ilegal.
Jaksa Agung sudah menjawab surat dari Trump dan Jaksa Agung menolak apa yang perang dagang yang dilakukan oleh Trump itu adalah ilegal. Ini yang akan membuat perpolitikan di Amerika kembali memanas dan ini yang akan mengangkat harga emas dunia dan akan mengangkat juga logam mulia karena rupiah kemungkinan juga akan melemah dalam perdagangan di minggu depan.
این رزمایش 3 مرحله داشت. ابتداً دریافت ناوگروه فدراسیون روسیه و پس از اون انجام نشست طراحی رزمایش بود با حضور نیروی دریایی ارتش جمهوری اسلامی ایران، نیروی دریایی سپاه پاسداران انقلاب اسلامی، نیروی هوایی الهی و نیروی دریایی فدراسیون روسیه. طراحی رزمایش انجام شد و از دیروز یگانهای سازمان رزم به مأموریت خودشون رفتن. نیروی دریایی ارتش جمهوری اسلامی ایران به صورت روتین در حوزه دیپلماسی دفاعی برنامه‌های رزمایشی مختلفی در سراسر دنیا که برنامه‌ریزی میشه، مثل رزمایش بریکس که در آفریقای جنوبی اجرا شده بود و ناوگروه ما الان در حال برگشت است و ناوگروه بعدیمون که الان در ویشاپاخاتنای هند به عنوان رزمایش میلان در حال اجرا هستن دارن انجام میدن. با کشور روسیه هم برابر روتین هم در دریای خزر، کاسپین سی و هم در دریای جنوب جزو برنامه‌ریزیامون هستش که به صورت سالیانه در قالب دیپلماسی دفاعی به اجرا در میاد.
And you can be very proud of yourselves. It was a beautiful thing to see. Thank you. Look at that. Can you believe it? 32 years. Thank you. Because there's nothing more important than peace. And there's nothing less expensive than peace. You know, when you go to wars, it costs you 100 times what it costs to make peace. We have a man at the end right there that's smiling because you learned that after 30 years of fighting, right? 30 years of fighting, we got it done. I want to thank you very much. That was a great thing you did. You and your new friend, they came to my office and they said, I've been fighting for 22 years. Now you're there for 23 years, right? But I've been fighting for 22 years. That's all I've done is fight this gentleman. And his counterpart was there for 7 years. He said, I've been there for 7 years. All I've done is fight this gentleman. And we had it worked out in about 24 hours, right? And it's been a good peace. And I think they've become friends. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say that, but I think so. I think they've become friends, right? Right. Great. Stand up. Stand up. These are two tough cookies, too. You think that was easy? It wasn't easy. These are two tough people, good people, but tough people. But, you know, we're in the Oval Office, and we were getting near, but the one was at one side of the room. I have two chairs right in front of the desk, the beautiful, resolute desk. One's over here. One's on the other side of the room. I said, fellas, could you get a little closer? Well, I don't. They felt very uncomfortable. You know, they've been killing each other for 32 years. So I say, can you get a little closer? After 1 hour, they were right next to each other. We made a deal. They hugged, they signed, and we had peace with two very important countries, and I'll never forget it. So they started off a little weak, and they ended up really strong, and you can be very proud of yourselves. It was a beautiful thing to see. Thank you. Look at that. Can you believe it? 32 years. Thank you. Thank you very much. But we're honored to be joined today by Prime Minister Rama of Albania. President, where is President Milei? You're another one, I'll tell you. Where is President? I endorsed him. I'm not supposed to be endorsing people, but I endorse, when I like people, you know, I've had a very good record of endorsing candidates within the United States. But now I endorse foreign leaders, including Viktor Orban, who's here, and others. And I endorse this gentleman, Milei. He was a little behind in the polls. He ended up winning in a landslide. I just endorsed the Prime Minister of Japan. She was in a tight race, but was probably going to win. And she won in the largest number in the history of Japan. So she likes me a lot. But it was an honor, and you're doing great. Oh, look, they're sitting right next, Victor. I think, but ultimately, I think I'm going to end up endorsing. Hey, look, as long as it works, it's okay with me. But the endorsement seems to be working in foreign countries, too, so that's good. But nice to have you both. Victor, nice to have you both. Very proud of you. The Prime Minister of another, really just a great guy, Pashinyan of Armenia. Aliyev of Azerbaijan. I love saying that name now, you know. At the beginning, it was giving me a hard time. Now I love saying it. It's a beautiful name. I love it. His Majesty, King Hamad bin Essa Al Khalifa of Bahrain. Bahrain. Thank you. Thank you. Where are you? Where are you? He's so rich, he can sit there. He can sit wherever the hell he wants. You know, he could sit up in the corner. He could sit up top. He might take a piece of this building, Marco. He'll take 25% of the building for about $6 billion. Thank you. And you've been very generous also. We appreciate it. Prime Minister Hun Manet of Cambodia. Raise your hand wherever you may be. Because, yeah, hi, how are you? Congratulations. That was another one, right? We did a good job with that one. Prime Minister Madbouli of Egypt. Thank you very much, and say hello to the General/President. Okay. Prime Minister Orban of Hungary, who has my complete and total endorsement for election. Not everybody in Europe loves that endorsement, but that's okay. He does an unbelievable job. He's done an incredible job on immigration, unlike some countries that have hurt themselves, but they're working on it. But I just want to let you know, you have my total and complete endorsement, and I'm putting it out. I already did, but I'm putting it out again. And you're coming up with an election, and I think you should be good. I'll tell you, Millet did pretty well. He was a little down, right? And then he ended up winning in a landslide, so that's pretty good. You're going to do great, Victor. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. You run a great country. A man that I really like a lot he's definitely tough. I don't want to fight him. President Prabowo of Indonesia. Thank you very much. Please. This is a big guy. I tell you, I said, how many people in Indonesia? He said, like 240 million. I said, no, say it again. How many? It's a big country you have. And you do a great job and respected by everybody. And thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much, Mr. President. President Tokayev of Kazakhstan, thank you very much. What a country that is. It's a wonderful country and a rich country, in case anybody has any question. We have some very rich people here today. President Osmani of Kosovo. President, thank you very much. Great job you're doing, too. Thank you very much. Prime Minister Sharif, I like this man, of Pakistan, because there was some fighting going on when I got to know him, and your Field Marshal, General, great general, great Field Marshal, a great guy. And I got to meet the Prime Minister. And he said in front of our Chief of Staff, Susie Wells, who's right here, he said, you know, nobody knows this, but I believe that President Trump saved 25 million lives when he stopped the war between us and India, right? You made that statement? I said 25 million lives. Could have been much more, actually. But it was really a beautiful thing. You said that in front of a group of people they walked out. They don't think about it, but you're talking about that kind of lives. That war was raging. Planes were being shot down, right? And it was Pakistan and India. And I got on the phone with both of them, and I knew them a little bit. I knew Prime Minister Modi very well, actually. But I got to know Pakistan through a little trade. They were trying to make too good a deal, and I got a little upset with them. And in the end, they got what they wanted, right? And they made a good deal. And I got to like them, the Prime Minister, the Field Marshal, who's a tough man, good fighter, right? Good, serious fighter. I like good fighters, actually. And when I heard that they were fighting, I picked up a certain newspaper. I won't tell you which one, because it's fake news generally. But I picked up this newspaper, and I saw that Pakistan and India were really going at it. And then it got worse and worse, and many planes were shot down. It was all out. And I called them, and I said, listen, I'm not doing trade deals with you two guys if you don't settle this up. They said, no, that has both of them. They didn't want to do that. I said, no, it has to. If you don't do it, I'm not doing a trade deal. We're not doing a trade deal. And they do a lot of business with the United States, and they sort of softened up all of a sudden. Then all of a sudden I read where there was a little bit of a pullback by one, then the other, and all of a sudden we worked out a deal, right? But I said, if you fight, I'm going to put 200% tariffs on each of your countries, which essentially makes you not allowed, you can't do any business. One of them, I won't say which one, said, no, can't do that. They both wanted to fight. But when it came to money, it's nothing like money. When it came to losing a lot of money, they said, I guess we don't want to fight. And we solved that deal in 2-3 days, right? And we did. We said, these are two very powerful nations. These are two nuclear nations. And I don't want to say what was going to happen, but, bad things happen. So, Prime Minister, I want to thank you, because that was a very big deal. People have no idea. A lot of them say, oh, well, they weren't fighting. They were fighting.
Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Subscribe, share, like and comment. Subscribe, share, like and comment. Subscribe, share, like and comment.